Hi everyone, Aldbar here. This is my solo walkthrough and guide to the level 3 heroic quest, The Haunting of Saltmarsh, on the elite difficulty. Enjoy. Hi everyone, Warjack here. This quest is the first in the Saltmarsh storyline. To head to Saltmarsh, you're going to go through the Gatekeeper's Grove, and then you're going to head out into the wilderness. The theme of this quest is somewhat like a haunted house. So it's meant to be like kind of dark and spooky. And it has three different variations to at least the opening part of this quest. So every time you come in, there's a chance to get a different one of the openings. So of course I'll be doing one of them, but I will be showing at the end of this video all the different variations, so you won't miss out on anything.
The decrepit house stands atop the cliffs. A stiff wind blows in off the waves, carrying the briny stink of churning salt water. The front door opens into a musty, dirty entrance hall. You spot some faint footprints in the filth, leading down the corridor ahead.
Okay, we start on this bottom floor. Follow these footsteps. It shows you where it's leading. Leads to this locked door.
The kitchen is dirty and damp. The stairs up are missing a few treads.
Our first objective is to find the iron key that will let us to get through this locked door. This iron key is in the top floor of this mansion, and it's either on the right side, left side, or center. Okay? First we need to search for it.
As you ascend the stairs, you hear an angry voice.
Who is in my house?
I'm standing between these two pictures, and I'm searching. And based on my search and my select next, I can tell that it's not here. It wasn't on the wall next to the stairs, so I'm going to tell you right now that I know it's going to be in this room. I'll explain more of this later, but yeah, for now I already know where the key is going to be. But we're going to go through everything and do this in order. They get to see the full experience. Each side has its own unique cutscene with a specific ghost, and you'll see more of that later. And also a special boss that goes together with it. You've got a restaurant if you need it. All of the locked doors except for the one with the iron key can all be unlocked if you got pick lock. Got a bunch of these journals. None of them are important. There is one journal that gives you a half a code, and another journal that gives you another half a code, and that journal's upstairs, but we'll get to that soon. Here inside of this plant over here, if you search, you can find a switch.
When you pull this lever,
this opens up a secret staircase, and you get a extra chest, so easy free loot. I mean, you have to be able to search, but yeah.
You notice a book on the shelf that's much less dusty.
Here we got a very cool bookshelf with a hidden lever. Pull out the book and it moves the bookshelf over. Of course, you can get into this room from the other side. Well, even more than that, the truth is you don't have to get into this room to complete this side. You can memorize the code, and once you know it, you don't have to ever find it again.
You're able to make
we know half the code, 215. See, this door's locked, we can actually pick it. Or pull the switch next to it, whatever. Yeah. Anyways, we've completed the bottom floor over here. And now we're going to go to the top floor, again, on the left. We're going to do it in order so you can see the whole thing. Inside over there is where the boss is going to be, but first we need to get the other half of the code.
A fine guest bedroom, but rodents and other vermin have infested its corners and burrowed into the grand furniture.
In this bedroom, we have the other half of the tome, and it says 7-3. So 21573. Touching this half of the code will spawn a monster, a named monster. It's this awakened flame.
The password to good use.
So there we go. We have the code for the side, and now we can see how this works.
What was once a fine master bedroom now stands dirty and decayed. A small wooden trunk.
There's a whole bunch of these breakables. I mean, if you're going for breakables, you need to smash them. Yeah, so you've got this skeleton that's hanging in the corner, and there's, well, you can see a ghost connected to it. Here you can use any of these codes, but the one that works is always going to be the 21573. You see? Just click on it multiple times. There's no consequence. Basically, I'm saying if you forgot it, just go through the whole list. Yeah.
The ghostly figure in the corner of the room.
Like I mentioned before, there's 3 variations to this quest, so assuming that you got the variation where the key shows up here, this is your cutscene, and we get a custom boss. This weeping spirit. If the key isn't on this side, you won't have this complete sequence. This won't happen. None of this will be here.
With the iron key, you should be able to unlock the
Okay,
door in the kitchen.
so we've completed this area, and technically speaking, we can just go downstairs because we already have the key. We're done over here. We did everything, and yeah. We can go downstairs and walk through the door. Walk in a straight line over here, go down the hallway, and we've done. So, this variation of this quest had the key on the left side.
Corpses occupy the remaining seats.
I love these like surprise cutscenes that happen in this room. You walk in, you turn around, and the whole thing's full of these ghosts. You can see their bodies, their dead bodies on the floor, but the ghosts are still sitting at the table. Okay, as you can see at this point, we can go already downstairs, but I'm going to go clear out the other 2 areas for the bravery bonus and breakables, etc. This room is very easy to miss, but you need it if you don't have a way to pick locks on the upper floor. Okay, you see these boxes, and you see this owl head, owlbear head. Look right above the boxes. If I search inside, it opens up a trap door. Now you can climb up and you get to the upper level. The center section on the upper level. Assuming the key would be in this section, you would have to come through this way. This key isn't the key you need. This is a key to get into the next room. Yeah, the key is always in one of these crates, and the key we just picked up gets us into this room. This is typically where you would find the key for downstairs, right over here. Again, assuming there would be this variation. We already know it's not, but whatever. And here we get a fiddle. And clicking on that note or picking up the key would trigger the cutscene, but we'll get to that at the end of the video. I'll show you the options. And just like before, you can always pick these doors, so if you know what's in here, you can save yourself going around and under and whatever, and just pick this door and go in. Yeah. Okay, so that was a variation of we did left and we did center, and now we're gonna go right. Now at the top of the right floor, there's an optional, and you can either pick the door or come in this corner and you search, and you will find a gold key.
You find a gold key beneath the rug in front of this window.
If you walk all the way to the end of the hallway, you will be able to unlock now this door.
The door to this room is secured with a dingy gold padlock. In the far corner of this room,
Here we've got this
quite alive.
We got this prisoner. Now you have two ways of going about this. You're going to have to fight him later. Okay, spoiler. But you can either fight him now or let him go and you'll fight him later. So, based on the way you investigate into what he says, so you can just say okay and let him go. Or if you start getting picky about his answers, if you challenge his integrity, you're going to get into a fight. But I'm going to let him go. It's the exact same fight here or later. I haven't seen any difference. You just get some XP for letting him go. And that's it. We're going to see him later. Yeah, okay. The key is inside of this room. And the way we unlock it again is we're going to start by going to the bottom. Here we've got this dusty note. It says, look behind you. If the key was on this side, it would be a specific cutscene here. Again, we'll show it at the end of the video. But this hallway has something really creepy. This ghost who just spawns in. Yeah, so the way to get to downstairs is through the upstairs. You have to jump in through the ceiling.
The only sign of human
There's
life
holes in the
is
rafters and you can just jump
the
through.
flickering, shiny lantern set on the windowsill.
The center section makes you climb from the bottom up through the floor. Over here makes you jump in through the ceiling down. The switch turns on these two puzzles. They're very simple puzzles. They're barely puzzles. They're basically connect the lines and make it fire up the sigils in the corners. That unlocks the door on the top. Again, you could pick that lock if you had picking skills. But if not, this is how you do it. There we go. Now we can head back upstairs and get the key from this side. Just to make it clear, the key isn't on this side in this particular run, this variation. But if it was, it would be right over here inside of this fireplace. Yeah, anyway, we've done all of this. We've cleared out everything. And yeah, we can head downstairs. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to finally head downstairs.
The smell of spoiled wine clogs your nose with its acrid odor. You nearly trip on a bloodied, dismembered body in the center of the
There's a locked door over here, and we need to pull a lever to open it up. It's kind of hidden over here in the corner. It's easy to miss, but if you use the select next, you could find it. Yeah, that opens the crystal over here. From here, we've got two ways out. Well, one of them is the way you want to go. But there's an optional room over here. Actually, a pretty cool optional.
This room is furnished with plain but sturdy furniture.
More of these, what are tattered books, scrolls, tomes, whatever. Well, if you remember upstairs, we had a optional door that can be opened by pulling a book out of a bookshelf. Well, they did it again over here. And it opens up a secret door.
The figure occupying the chair against the far wall stands.
Skeletal Alchemist.
Its dusty, skeletal body.
Got a very unique look.
It rasps in fury.
Yeah, some extra XP and a chest. of course, more of these tomes and whatever. And a collectible. Yeah, let's get back on track. We mentioned before we ran into that prisoner.
When you open this door, you're surprised.
Well, here he is again.
Staring at
This time he's got armor on.
daggers. You couldn't just take our warnings and go on your merry
Guess it
way
talks
back
a
to
lot,
wherever you
and
from,
his
could you?
voice is so long that usually you defeat him before he finishes saying all of his voice clips. So you're halfway down the hallway and he's still talking.
You got moves, I'll give you that. But there's a reason why they called me the Scourge of Satan.
I'm gonna let him talk, so
Where did you say you were from again?
just so it stays in queue. It doesn't get out of sync.
You're not just any rube. Those idiots set me up.
Fun fact,
The assassin falls
this
to
room
his knees.
is side to side with the room
You get to watch
where it had
Ned
those staircases and the chest at the
Shakeshaft,
bottom of the
best assassin
staircase.
in
Yeah,
these parts,
here it is. We came
die.
down the stairs. I found this chest through the wall,
With
not
one
knowing how to get
last
there through the
gasp,
staircase, and I lost my
The
mind.
assassin crumples into a silent heap on the musty wood flooring. Lanterns and supportive structures line this musty underground passage, suggesting the presence of human activity below.
On some of the difficulties, the rust monsters over here are bugged and they've got like 0 health. Not that I'm complaining. Basically, any hit will kill them. These gates, both the gate we just passed and the gate leading out of this room, are both locked by... but you have to kill all the monsters if you want to move on, so... just keep that in mind.
You emerge into a dingy, wet cavern with boxes and containers lining its walls.
And another one of those notes, and
Goods
one of these
alongside
cutscenes. You
other
just have to wait.
merchandise. A robed figure turns toward you, shudders with surprise. I knew that rogue was useless.
This quest can be ran pretty fast if you just want to get to the loot. But you're gonna have to wait through all these cutscenes. There's no way around that.
We can't let you leave alive, now that you've discovered our
Might as well buff while I'm at it.
should have heeded our warnings and left this house while you have the chance. The wizard
He summons a bunch of copies, and the copies have like monsters with them. But you only need to kill the main one. I don't know which one he is. I'm just gonna kill all of them. The copies like die when they get to like 50% health or something like that. They vanish. And the main one, well, you have to work more. Yeah, and that's it.
How can this be? He asks in a pained voice. Before he can run away, you strike him one last time. The remaining smugglers scramble out of the cavern, presumably headed to the ship where the rest of their operation waits.
Overall, this quest is pretty straightforward. It just has 3 variations to it, and knowing which one you're on is the key to this quest if you want to just go through it quick. So I'll be showing out the other 2 variations, just a part at the beginning so you can figure out where you want to go, and so you don't have to go and do the whole quest every time.
Stands atop the cliffs.
Yeah.
A stiff wind blows in.
Okay. Here we go. What you need to do is walk in. You walk up the staircase over here. If you see an option that shows you that you found something, you know the key's going to be on the right side. So that should tell you the key's going to be on the right side. Now you might have a terrible spot, so it won't be visible automatically, but you should be able to search for it no matter what. I believe that the search requirement is very low, making it so it wouldn't be impossible for players to finish this quest. Yeah, so basically, you would, if you do come up and you know it's on the right side, so but you can't pick locks, this is what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna first start by going up to the top floor, going to the second room, jumping down. Here you're gonna have to activate the 2 floor tile puzzles, set them, and once you do that, that will open the door on the top. Well, unlocks the door on the top. This time when you search over here in the fireplace, you'll find a iron key.
From the doorway,
Finding the iron key will summon the special boss, who happens to be a big red ooze. This used to be bugged, but they fixed it, so don't worry about anything it says on the wiki. You can just kill all the monsters, no problem, and you'll get out. It used to be that if you split the ooze, it wouldn't be considered killed, and it would lock you in here and you couldn't get out.
With the iron key, you should be able to unlock the door in the kitchen.
Now, we saw the custom boss, but there's also a custom ghost to this side of the quest. If you went right and the key was on the right, yeah, there's going to be a custom ghost. In this room, when you walk by over here and you hit the note that says, look behind you, yeah, here's what happens when you look behind you, when the key's on this side. This thing appears. And then you get ambushed by these skeletons, whatever, housekeeper. So there you go. There's the custom red boss, custom orange boss, and the ghost of the right side. We've done everything over here. Of course, we can head downstairs as soon as we get the key and move on.
The kitchen is dirty and damp. The stairs up.
Okay.
The front door opens.
Yeah, walked up and I haven't found anything.
Dirty entrance hall.
Okay, so now I'm going to move on to the second location. Oops.
Down the corridor ahead.
Second location is somewhere between these two pictures. I like standing next to this pan on the wall and I search. Even if I don't spot anything, I just search and then I use select next. And if I hit an iron key, well, I know it's in this room. Now, I can just pick the lock over here on this door and I don't have to do anything else. I can get into this room.
In the center of this
there we go.
lies a
Picking up the iron key. This will summon, well, the red name for this section.
Playing a lilting tune. As you pry the keys from the mattress's stuffing, the music stops. A disfigured figure
There you go.
crawls out from the shadows. It lets out a guttural growl and attacks. With the iron,
Like I already demonstrated before, if you don't have the key ability to unlock this door, but you know the key's here, you search, you find the iron key, but you can't pick the lock over there, you're gonna have to go downstairs and come up through the Aldbar switch. So that's this room over here. Here we're gonna hit the Aldbar, reach inside, then you climb up these boxes, and we need to move into the next room, and that's going to be done by first getting out of this hole, but finding the key to allow us to get to the next room. So I'll just smash boxes until you find it. There's usually like some glitter sparkling around it, and you can find it pretty easy.
The silver key.
Yeah, here we go.
You can hear a faint aria emanating.
Yeah, this is how you get into this room.
Lies a single
Again, you're going to have to search if you want to actually see the key.
A fiddle moves. As you pry the keys from the mattress's stuffing, the music stops.
Yeah, so that's it.
A disfigured figure.
Anyway, so basically,
The shadows.
it's one of the three rooms closest to the staircase,
You should be able
right,
to unlock
center,
the door
or
to the
left.
kitchen.
And if you got a good spot, you'll be able to tell right away if it's the one on the stairs. If not, you can just stand there and search. And if you don't see it there, you can go to the center. You can search again. And if not, it's for sure on the left, and you can just do the code. As always, thank you to all my founding members. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe. And yeah, I hope to see you all in my next video. Bye.